All right. Welcome everyone to our workshop today. Today we are going to review how to plug in Outlook with Birdview and how to streamline your task creation, projects creation, as well as collaboration between the two platforms. So here's a quick overview on what we're going to go over. So there are two types of Outlook plugins. One is what we call Classic, which is the desktop Outlook app version. And then the other one is Microsoft Office 365, which is a cloud version. So both of them are quite similar. However, they are a little different. There are some differentiating factors there. And we will quickly review both of them in this session. Right, so when you open up your Outlook, the very first thing you would want to do is connect your Outlook plugin with your, the Birdview plugin with your Outlook account. So how do you do that? First of all, you want to make sure that your Birdview or Easy Projects is a version 9 revision or more. Your Outlook has to be 2007 or recent version. You also need Microsoft Office .NET Framework 4.5, as well as Microsoft Visual Studio Tools for Office 2010. So these are the requirements for your Classic Office plugin. So once you have purchased a plugin license, you can download the plugin and follow the instructions. And once the plugin has been added on, you will notice that your Outlook has a new tab that's called Birdview. So once you have this tab, you're going to quickly click here, and you are going to connect your Birdview account with your Outlook Office. So what happens is one of the requirements is, here we go. One of the requirements is that you have the exact same credentials as your email. So your both email as well as your Birdview account has the exact same email credentials here. You will also need to add your URL, your business URL up here and validate the connection. Once your connection is validated, you will see that there's a notification that says connected successfully. If there's any issue, this will say unsuccessful, and you should probably reach out to your administrator or IT to resolve the issue. Once you have connected, you can review the options, the conversion options, calendar export, time tracking, syncing, etc. One of the things I would like to highlight here in the options is automatic syncing. What is the frequency of automatic syncing that you want to do? Ideally, it should be every 10 minutes. If you need a frequent syncing, I would go as low as maybe 6 to 8 minutes, but anything less than that might create some problems or like syncing issues. So ideally, we want to keep it at 10 minutes. However, you can also manually sync on as needed basis. So what can you do when you connect Outlook with your Birdview? As you notice, you can see that there's a task pane, there's a projects. So here you can create new tasks, new issues or requests. You can also create new projects here. You can see your assignments. So let's click on my assignments here, and any assignments that are assigned to you specifically appear on this list. So let's go back and look at creating a new task right out of Outlook. So I'm going to click on the new task drop down, say task. A new window is going to open right here. Let it sync. And I'm going to call this task as testing Outlook task. All right. I can also select which project this task is going to. from the exhaustive list that we already have set up in the system. And in this case, let's say test project Outlook, because I had already created one. Not that, it's test project Outlook. There we go. Here we go. So now we have selected the project here. If there's any parent activity or task, you can identify that here as well. But in this case, we're going to leave it blank. You can decide if it's a task, issue, or request. In this case, we have selected a task. What is the start date? And let's set an end date of 25th of August. Status is open, or you can select in progress. Priority, as always, whatever you have set up in the system, Outlook plugin will pick that priority up here. You can add a description. Simply click on here. Description, come on. There we go. All right, so we click on the description there, and let's say testing Outlook, task creation, and I can add links here as well. I can create or add assignees. So let's say we can assign it to myself or yourself, and you can click from the exhaustive list of users available on your Birdview instance. If I need to add any attachments, I can simply click on attachments here, click on add. It will pop up a new window. And here you can say, let's pick a file let's pick up presentation, and let's do a Birdview setup here. All right, so I have selected a file and it's appeared here. Any additional fields that needs to be added, you can add that here as well. You will also notice that if there are any custom fields related to the project, that will appear in this section. So once you have filled out all this information, simply click Save and Close. Okay, so once that is done, let us go back into your Birdview instance. And let's bring this up here. And I'm going to do a quick refresh here. And let's pick the project that we want. So I'm going to say more, and let's find test Outlook. All right. So as you can see, testing Outlook task has been created, in progress, selected date, and any other additional information. So you can see that the syncing is quite live, and you can do direct activity creation. Now let's try to create a new project. So I will click on the new project there, which is a briefcase icon in this case, and we'll say test project. Let's call it Tuesday. You can also select a portfolio. In this case, let's say Architecture 2022. You can also define a customer if you want to. Let's say purchasing is our customer. Start date, end date, same concept as the activity here. So as you can see, we have My Assignments tab here, and here you can see all the tasks that are assigned to you. Anything that is in red indicates that it is a long overdue task and needs your immediate attention. Anything in black is open, future, or ongoing tasks. On the very right side here, you can notice that there's a flag, which means that this needs to be completed. And if you check it, it's going to mark it as complete. And it's going to go at the very bottom here, right? If you want to bring it back, simply uncheck it and it's going to show up back here. You can also open your tasks directly from Outlook here, from My Assignments, by simply double clicking it. We're going to double click that and it has shown. Here we go. So you can see it here as well. Now, if you want to go to this task, you are simply going to click on, actually, yes, let's do that. Click here on the 3 ellipses, and we're going to go Browse Project or Browse Activity. So let's go Browse Activity, and it's going to open a new tab here, and it's going to take you directly to the task. And you can continue collaboration through here. Now, let's say if you wanted to add time, right? So you can click on time logs on the description here in this section and say add time. And I'm going to say 1 hour, and I'm going to say post 1 hour. So you can directly add times here. You can enter messages as well, testing messages, and say send. Now, let's say, let's close out of here. And let's go back into our mail. Or maybe it doesn't want to go to my mail. Let's go into inbox. It's a little slow. Let's go into unread. Actually, inbox, let's go here. All right. So now, let's say you want to convert a message into an activity or a project. So you're simply going to click on the message and let's do that. Download pictures. Excellent. Perfect. So what you're going to do is you're going to right click on your message here and say convert into Birdview, whether it's a task, issue, request, or project. So let's say we're going to create a request. So you can click on the request and you'll notice the exact same screen came up, and we're going to call it the name itself, Customer Success Weekly Team Digest, or we can say message conversion. Let's assign that to us. And then let's put an end date of tomorrow and save and close. Excellent. So now what we're going to do is we're going to come back here and pull up our project. Test project Outlook. And here you go. So you've got a request here that says message conversion. Let's click on the details to see how it converted. And you will notice that anything the message had the message has appeared here. You also have the links. So if I control and click on Miro, it will take me directly. So there you go. So using the classic Outlook, your messages and your links retain its authenticity and the formatting. So this is how you can convert your messages into tasks, issues, requests, or projects directly from your Outlook. Now, let's take a look at your 365. All right. So now let's say you have Office 365 and you are working from here. First of all, you will follow, once you have purchased the plugin, you will follow the steps to download the plugin. The plugin will be called a how to 60. It will not say Birdview or Easy Projects. It's going to say a how to 60. And once you have created the account, you can link your Birdview account or any other third-party platform that is available directly and sync with a how to 60. So with a how to 60 or Office 365 plugin, you can simply click on the message and you will notice this black icon with check mark which says a how to 60. This is what you're going to use to connect and sync with your Birdview. So I'm going to click here and we're going to convert this message. Once my internet starts to work for sure, but excellent, perfect. So now that we have our message, our how link pane has appeared as well. Here you can click on the plus icon to create it as a new activity. So you can assign this project to our Outlook project that we have going and simply click on that. Tracker, if it's an issue, task, or request, in this case, let's just use issues so we can differentiate it. There's no parent activity, and here is the message. Now, as you can see, the message, once it's converted into a description, loses its formatting. So unfortunately, that's one of the biggest difference between Office 365 online, like the how to 60 versus our classic desktop Outlook plugin. Our plugin, the classic version, retains the links, retains the formatting and everything else, whereas how doesn't. You can click and assign people. So let's say in this case, Melissa Norway, and one of my favorite hypothetical person, and then added that, and let's say create. So once this is created, you can go back into your Birdview instance and you can do a quick refresh. And you can see the issue has been recorded in your project here. You can add start date and time as well. You could have done that at the creation level itself, but we can do that here too. Now, the other benefit of having a how 365 is that you can link documents. So as an example, let's pull up one of the documents that I have here. All right. So I have this SharePoint document that I want to connect to my or link to my task as an example, right? So I'm going to open up my document and I'm going to click on this Ahow plugin, which is an Ahow plugin or extension for Chrome, because that's the browser that I'm using. It comes in very handy, so you could definitely add that to your browser, and it is free. So I'm going to click on this little check mark that says Ahow 260. It's going to open up a new pane. All right. So now, what if I want to link this document with my task, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the search bar here, select the task, and I'm going to say in this case, let's say kickoff, and do a search. So our kickoff. I'm looking for my particular project. Here we go. Test project Outlook. So I'm going to click on that. And you see this little link icon. I'm going to click on that and say, link this document to the task. So now you can see this document has been linked to the kickoff meetings in test project Outlook. And the document is the PM quick start guide. You can also link emails as well, and it will appear here. So now let's go into our kickoff meetings. I'm going to do a quick refresh here and say kickoff meetings. So I'm going to click on the details to let the system know that this is the one that I'm looking at. And I'm going to click on that checkbox, how 260 again, to show any details, any attachments, anything that is linked related to this task. Please show me all that information. So you can see if I scroll down here, here's the document. So I can simply click on it and it's going to take me directly to the document. So what it's doing really, it's not necessarily attaching it, but it's linking it. However, you can also attach documents if you need to. So let's do another conversion here. And I'm going to take the Outlook again, and we're going to put it directly into the project itself. So now here, I have all this information. I can show fields and categories here. If I click on this, no, let's close that out. Task, this, that. We are good there. And parent activity refresh, yes. Okay, collaboration. That's link there. Parent activity, we're okay. Status, and let's say create. Okay, so that was the project that we created, linked pane. We are golden there, not that one. Let's go back to linked pane. I am trying to find, where did I lose my project or task? Oh, Outlook. Search. Oh, my apologies. I think I lost that here somewhere. But anyway, let's take a look at your questions. Are you showing us the classic or 365 version only? My plugin looks very different. So the classic is your desktop, which is this right here. If you have a 365 version, it is going to look like this, right? So you're going to have, let's click on that again. It will say a how 260 here. Excellent. And then, does Outlook plugin desktop work without internet connection? No. So anytime you are using, whether it is Outlook 365 or your desktop version, you are going to need internet. Otherwise, it's not going to work, right? Because it needs internet to be able to sync into your Birdview or Easy Projects account. Yes, so it works similarly, like, you won't be able to access your emails if you don't have an internet connection. The same applies for syncing Birdview with your Outlook. One more thing that the Outlook helps you or allows you to do is you can see in your calendars will show up. All right, so you can see in your Outlook calendar here that you have all the tasks that you are working on. So it's a great way to take a quick peek at it. And if I want to, see this task, I can click and open the task as well. In this case, my Outlook is being a little finicky this morning, but yeah, so you can see the calendar information. You can invite people as well. And if you have a secondary calendar, your work calendar, it will show up in here too. So you can toggle between the two. And then you can create activities or tasks using from your calendar as well. So you can convert your calendar invites into activity tasks and tasks as well. As I said, my Outlook decides to be a little finicky and challenging with me this morning, but it is how the system works. So if anyone is interested in connecting, Outlook with Birdview, or if you need any additional information or guidance, feel free to reach out to us, and we will be happy to share some of the information on how-tos and guidelines.